So today's review will be about this Ganzo Firebird FB760, but I also added a few custom modifications to it as well. I'm going to show you those. Hey, I'm Jay, and if you're looking to buy a knife and you need to see what it's like first before you drop your hard-earned money on it, here's what you got to do. Click on subscribe so I can help you, and remember to click that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Now, all of the specs that you are looking at right now, I personally measured myself, so those of you interested, good spot to pause and read. This is the Ganzo Firebird FB760, which was provided to me by our friends over at GearBest. So what I'll do is include the link down below, so if you do decide to purchase this, make sure you get it from GearBest. Let's take care of those size comparisons. We're going to start out with a Benchmade, the 943. Of course, how about Bug Out? And we gotta do this one. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This one I haven't shown in a while. Kershaw Blur. And let's do two more. Here is the Cold Steel. Of course, American Lawman. And this last one, the Kaiser Vanguard Dukes. Before we get into what I like about this and some of the potential deal breakers, I just wanted to really quickly show you the modification that I had made. Now, you will notice when you are shopping for your very own FB760, there are two different variations. There is one with a satin blade and satin liners, and another with the gray titanium liners and blade. So what I did was I actually got one of each, and so you can see that this has the gray titanium coated liners with the pocket clip, yet it features a satin blade. This is the blade it comes with, but all I did was just swap it out because I really didn't care for the look of this knife with those satin liners. I don't know, this just kind of blends in with the green G10 a little bit better. So that's it. I mean, anyone, can perform this modification, but unfortunately to do it, you're going to have to purchase, well, two of these. You are looking at 3.5 inches of 440C blade steel. Now, this is it's a flat ground drop point with a really nice satin finish and 3.2 millimeter thickness. Now, I consider this blade profile, so the width of it, to be, well, medium in width at 1.1 inches. The sharpening choil here was executed, oh yeah, very well. Now, this blade, of course, is riding on the ball bearing pivot, which, my goodness, there's going to be just the two areas of jimping here, and one on the handle, and then the other here for the thumb ramp on the blade. Not very effective jimping, but it is there. Now, there's going to be just the two deployment options, of course. You can do it with the standard thumb studs or by actuating the axis lock here. Now, the action is absolutely amazing. Look at that. I mean, this thing was dropping shut right out of the box. So what that means is that this is extremely fidget friendly. Once you pick it up, you're going to have a hard time putting it down. Checking the center, let's take a look at that. Well, it's not perfect, but it's close. Oh, actually, that's pretty darn good. Now, I really like how these G10 scales feel. I mean, there are no sharp edges anywhere, and the traction, oh man, yeah, the traction just feels great. And as you can see, I wear medium-sized gloves, and I can fit all 4 of my fingers on here on this 4.6-inch handle. Now, Ganzo knives, they are known for their soft screws. But I will say this, I did not experience that when I disassembled this. The pocket clip I really like. Yes, I just love that this, you know, it comes with a deep carry clip, which is going to be just tip up only, and that's going to be for righties. The 760 is not bad at all in the pocket. It has a closed width of, that's going to be at the widest point 1.33 inches, and a handle thickness, it is a little over ½ inch, but it's just at 0.51, so not bad at all. I want to go ahead and grab the scale so I can show you how much this is going to weigh you down. Before I go ahead and hoist this up on the scale, I just want to show you that the 760, it is constructed with a backspacer as opposed to the pillar construction. And if you take a look at the inside here, you can see that the liners have been, both of them actually, have been skeletonized extensively. So let's see how that is going to affect the weight. Not bad at all. 4.3 ounces. Wow, that's pretty good. So, which is roughly going to be the equivalent of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like about 5 AA batteries, or 1 cold steel American Lawman. Now, unfortunately, we do have to get into some of the potential deal breakers, but before we do, I would like to quickly remind you, go ahead and click on that subscribe button if you're looking for knife reviews that get right to the point. So, deal breaker number 1 is going to be, well, the fact that this is a Ganzo knife, because they do have a past history of making quite a few clones. So I can totally understand why some of you would just completely stay away from this. I mean, I get that. And the next one is going to be regarding the blade steel, which again is 440C. Now, I personally don't mind it. I mean, and to be honest with you, I would rather have 440C over 8CR any day of the week. And we have to talk about the locking mechanism, which I know Ganzo calls it a G-lock, but yes, it does have a striking resemblance to the Benchmade Axis lock. Oh yeah. And the last potential deal breaker is going to be, there is no left-handed carry option. Yep, this is only going to be for righties, no lefty love today from Ganzo. So now where does that, where does that leave us with the Ganzo Firebird FB760? Well, I can completely understand if you're on the fence about Ganzo knives. But if you do decide to get one, this is definitely the model to buy. This one or the FB763. which, by the way, I have previously reviewed. So at the end of this video, if you click up there in the corner on the card, you can watch my full review on this 763. And I mean, considering the fact that this has just a $20 price tag, so I mean, the financial risk here is pretty darn low. I mean, this just makes a fantastic user, a fantastic beater, and I don't mean beater in a negative way. Just one that you would not be afraid to use because it's not going to cost you much to replace it. And if you do decide to pull the trigger on this, make sure you click on the link down below and go ahead and get it from GearBest.